This is All India Radio. Please stand by for our next program.
This is All India Radio. You will now hear comments from the press. The Times of India in its editorial titled, BSY takes guard writes, BJP's victory in the Karnataka floor test paves the way for B.S. Yediyurappa's fourth term as Chief Minister, which he will hope won't be as troubled as his earlier stints. While stepping down before the trust vote last year, after just 3 days on the hot seat, Yediyurappa had vowed to make a comeback. In that sense, he will feel vindicated that BJP, being the single largest party within touching distance of the halfway mark in the House, has regained the reins of power. Yet he will have to be mindful that the result was achieved by the House strength coming down from 225 to 208 after the defection of 17 Congress and JDS rebels, making BJP's present majority in the House a notional one at best. However, the messy disqualification of the 17 rebels by Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar, who also stepped down from his post on Monday, may give Yediyurappa a longer rope. The rebels, whose political careers now in jeopardy, have sufficient ground to contest Kumar's ruling, disqualifying them for the remainder of Assembly's tenure. This can lead to prolonged litigation, and Yediyurappa may not mind the resulting delay in holding bypolls. Recall that in a similar precedent in Tamil Nadu, the Speaker disqualified 18 AIADMK rebels in September 2017, but the bypolls were held nearly 19 months later in April 2019. The Pioneer in its editorial title, Tiger Tales writes, in 2008, alarm bells had rung when the tiger census in the country threw up a dismally low number of 1,411 despite years of initiatives under Project Tiger. Home to 70% of world's wild tiger population, India had no option but to turn the needle through aggressive pursuit of various conservation efforts. So it is indeed heartening that in a little over a decade, we now have almost doubled that number, clocking 2,967 tigers and registering an increase of almost 33% in the fourth cycle of the latest census. Little wonder then that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who released the new figures, seized another moment of national pride that India has achieved by claiming that the target of doubling the tiger population has been met 4 years before the deadline. What makes the numbers remarkably reassuring is that they have come at a time when biodiversity is severely challenged, yet the government and the community have persistently been in sync with their conservation efforts. Also, the 4-year counting exercise, the world's largest wildlife survey effort in terms of coverage and intensity, is a celebration of technology. Over 15,000 camera traps were installed for capturing tiger images and recording their unique stripe pattern with the help of a dedicated software. There was satellite mapping and GIS-based apps for in-depth tracking of the big cats and the data collection process. Madhya Pradesh saw the highest number of tigers at 526, followed by Karnataka at 524 and Uttarakhand with 442 tigers. So it is the healthy patches which have pushed up the total numbers rather than the dotty ones. The Business Line in its editorial title, Changing Track, writes, since the budget there have been a series of developments pointing to a rapid process of transition in Indian Railways, the fourth largest rail organization in the world in terms of length of the rail network and the largest in terms of the number of employees, an estimated 13 lakhs. First, the centre wants to merge and corporatize the rolling stock entities such as locomotive units, wheel and axle plants and coach factories, some 7 production facilities in all. Second, it has been reported that the entire train sets of EMUs and MEMUs will be produced by private players. Finally, zonal railway officers have reportedly been asked to draw up a list of employees who will turn 55 or complete 30 years of service by the first quarter of 2020. This is with a view to identifying candidates for premature retirement in order to reduce the workforce to 10 lakh by 2020. Seen along with the budget announcement to use public-private partnership to unleash faster development and completion of tracks, rolling stock manufacturing and delivery of passenger freight services, the plan that emerges is of the centre contemplating higher private investment in high-tech areas such as the high-speed freight corridor while turning IR into a lean and mean entity. With its powerless operating ratio and sluggish freight and passenger revenues, IR is reliant on institutional funds and market borrowings apart from budgetary resources to fund its annual capital expenditure of 1.5 to 1.6 lakh crores. Whether its funds constraint is a result of an overstaffed manpower or other inefficiencies is a moot point. While rationalizing the workforce, safety issues arising from the shortage of trackmen and loco pilots should not be overlooked.